our time on our one of the device using this command, clock set. Has everybody done this? Clock set. And when you do the show clock, actually on our PC or on our machine, okay, show, so you can see it is still the wrong time. Okay. Now, if this one router, if there is one router, the problem, I mean, one or two routers, I can easily go and manage them and update the clock, right? But if there are hundreds of routers, and the other thing is on the router, you need to have an accurate time according to minutes, seconds. So later on, you can see if any time you investigate at that particular time what happened to the device or anything like that you want to troubleshoot, you need the minimum at least, the accurate command, accurate clock, accurate time on the router. Clear? So in order to do that, what we can do, we have two methods. One is a manual method, like you are setting the clock, and then we keep updating that. Another way you can do is using the NTP. NTP is Network Time Protocol, which we synchronize the clock. Okay, a better solution is configure Network Time Protocol because you can't do this on every device. NTP enables router to synchronize the time setting with the NTP server. NTP is using port 123 and documented in RFC. NTP can be synchronized to private master clock, or it can be synchronized publicly. So most likely the largest organization, they have their own NTP server inside their network, and they configure that, because this port 123 sometimes it's vulnerable as well. If you use any public free clock, for example, on the internet, it can be a problematic. So that's why mostly company, they have their own clocking, NTP server inside the network, and they can use that NTP, and that NTP server then configure to get the clock maybe from somewhere else. Okay. If you, for example, if I go to the internet for the NTP clock, if the device has internet connectivity, it can reach to the internet, we can configure our internet NTP. If I say NTP server, so for example, NTP server. So many company has given you the NTP server. If you don't have your NTP server, you can use their NTP server. Look at this NTP server. NTP server. If I search that, you see, look, I think this is the Europe NTP, UK. Okay. Google NTP is also there as well. Yeah, look at this, the public DNS, public NTP servers. So you can get the clock information from those servers as well. Okay, NTP network use the hierarchy system times other level of spectrum. Spectrums mean how far your source or destination is away. Spectrum level is defined as the number of hop count from the authoritative source. Spectrum 0 is the authoritative time source. For example, if this is the actual time source, okay, and this actual time source is generating the clock information for you. This means that stratum is 0. For this time, stratum is 0. This is the actual clock. So clock is generated. Then this stratum 1, because this is one hop away. Then the 2, then the 3. Okay. So this shows that how far is your stratum is. That stratum means that like trace route command. It shows you how many hop your router is with. Similar like the stratum concept with. How far are you from the actual source?
Actual
clock, yeah.
The one that is set by the company.
So basically, how we can see show clock detail. So if that is the command we are typing on our router, show clock detail. Show clock detail. So you can see, I think it's not available on this iOS. Okay, that's a particular thing is happen when you go to the devices. That should be fine. But show clock detail will show you the other information as well. Time source is user configured. What you can do is NTP server. You can see it is using public NTP server. Show clock detail, time source, show NTP association, show NTP status. So these as show command I explained you earlier, these are the command. If you configure any particular feature, there are many show commands are available to actually verify the sources, verify the configuration as well. Show, yeah, NTP is not enabled. So NTP is not enabled means because we have not done this. Show NTP status. So you can see show NTP status and show NTP what else? Sorry, show NTP status and show NTP. Okay, well, question mark status. Yeah. Clock is unsynchronized. So maximum 16 stratum you can configure. Okay. Now in terms of configuration, what we need to do, NTP server, we need to configure minimum NTP server. So in our lab environment for the packet tracer, what we can do, look at these are the end devices. Look at this. Take any server from here, okay, and we can configure, click this. We need to have a straight through port 2, and I'm configuring this. Okay, now I'm double clicking this server. Take a server from here, go to the end devices, go to the generic, take that, put the server here, and when you double click that, you will see the services. There are NTP services are here. So basically, okay, so this one, if you double click that, go to the services, go to the NTP and enable NTP on, and you will see whatever the time clock is configured on my PC, it is collecting from there automatically. Everybody is okay? Server, double click, services, NTP. So it will taking the clock from. Now this will be used as a NTP source. However, we need to configure an IP address, at least minimum. So I'm configuring 10.1.1.2. Okay, this is 1, this is 254, this is 2. And I'm saying this, the IP address of this device will be clear. Okay, so now this has NTP server. I'm going to configure this NTP on here, but before I can I make sure I can reach to the NTP server? From the router, I can also ping. Okay, can somebody explain me why the first ping is lost? All the subsequent pings are working.
First was going to switch.
Why the first ping is lost? The first packet, look at this, the 5 packet, but only 80% is completed, 4 packets, right? Out of 5, 4 packets are successful. You see, this is a loss. Why is that? If I do show IP ARP, what happened?
ARP request. For the first one is
Thank
ARP
you,
request.
because the timeout, request is timeout. Okay, request has to come back within 2 milliseconds, for example. If the first request, because it's lost because of the ARP, it is the MAC address of this server. Remember? We have the IP, but we don't have the MAC address. Now the MAC address is associated here. For example, if I just do one thing, I go into this switch and I said, I am shutting down this port. Now if I go to the switch router, you will see that ARP will go on. Okay? You see? 02 is gone, right? Now let's say I am going to shut this port again. No shut. This port will come back again. We have no idea about the MAC address of 100.110.1.1.2. It's not in the ARP table. Like on the computer, how we check the ARP table? ARP -A, remember? Yes? But now we don't have the MAC address of the 10.1.1.2. We have the 10.1.1. You can see I can still working without any problem from the Cisco router. But when I go to now show IP ARP, I do not have the 10.1.1.2 of marker. If I ping to 2, now you see the first packet will be lost because its broadcast goes to everywhere and reply is not coming on time. So first packet is lost. If somebody asks me in the interview, I ping 5 packets, my first ping is lost, what is the reason? So you can tell him, sir, the first packet is lost because of the ARP request. And if I do I show IP R, here you can see it. Clear? Go to the router and show clock. 1993, if I say NTP server 10.1.1.2, you see straight away my time is there. Show NTP association, it's not working, show NTP status. So now you see the clock is synchronized and it's a 2 hop away. Because actual clock is not source this. Actual clock is my machine. That's why I show the Saturn 2. Here, show NTP status shows you that you are associated with, this is the reference. I also need to do write memory or copy and start. Or write only. See? So write WR is a very short, copy run start is the same thing, write memory is the same thing.